Good afternoon, Michael Map here, bringing you another video with talking about the futures, stock options, stocks, market trends, you name it. I hope you all had a great week and that you all came out ahead. Good week for Micro Map. Um, did pretty good. Happy with the results. Prayers for the people over there in the Middle East. Doesn't seem that that's going to get resolved pretty quick, and that did have ramifications in the markets this week. Let's take a look at the futures, how they ended up Friday. They closed at 5 p.m. and they don't open again until tomorrow, 6 p.m. So let's take a look. The dollar closed at, let's see, sometimes don't know why the platform doesn't pull up the Dixie. Let's see here, Dixie. So it closed at 106.67. We could pull up the 5-day chart here on this. It ended up on the higher side as people flee to the dollar for safety. The 1 month high looks to be basically that 107 area if you look at this chart. So that was the dollar. The 10-year fell 9 bips to 461. And basically, the reason it fell is because people, when they buy bonds, interest rates go down. So people seem to be piling into the 10-year, dropping the yield 9 bips as a safety trade. So that's my 2 cents on the 10-year. But I think that as the Fed has stated, higher for longer, and the CPI and PPI came on higher this week, I think eventually we will see 5% on the 10-year. So we'll see what happens there. Foreign currencies here, we're looking at the sixes. They were all pretty mixed. The loonie was up a little bit. The Japanese yen, which has fallen out of bed. If you look at the Japanese yen's chart, it's very bad. And their government has talked about intervening in the foreign forex markets to prop up the yen, which has fallen immensely. Swiss franc is also a safety trade. That was up, and South African rand. I don't really trade that, nor the Brazilian real. They seem to be green, but those are nothing burgers. Really don't pay attention to those. But yeah, the yen, the ones that are mostly traded are the yen, the euro, the pound, and the Aussie. The loonie too, and they all have micro products. Enough of foreign currencies. We're going to Bitcoin. Bitcoin 27,045, up 290, and Ethereum up 2750 to 1555. That was as of the futures closing yesterday at 5 p.m. We can go to CoinGecko here, and we can get a price right now. Bitcoin trading at 26,876, and Ethereum at 1555. For the most part, the global market cap is up 1% as of right now, almost at $1.1 trillion. Top 10, Dogecoin up 2%, Solano up 2%, Shiba up 2.5%, Link 2.3%, and those are your top 25 coins as of right now. And I think that with what's going on, with all the turmoil and all the wars going on, not only Ukraine and Russia and now the Middle East, and unfortunately, hopefully we can avoid a World War III here, because it seems like everybody's getting caught up in this, and that's what happens when economies start to have trouble. Unfortunately, they resort to wars. I think Bitcoin always has to have a place in your portfolio. Some of the crypto, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum, and you could do them through the micro futures. I got long a couple of those for the weekend. We'll see. Ether and Bitcoin, and you'll see them here um, as I scroll through the futures. S&P down 29, um, and the market held up better than what I thought with all the bad news. Um, but we'll take a look at the stock charts before I sign off here, and we'll take a look at the macro picture, big charts from the helicopter view, kind of down looking at the forest, see what the big trend is on these markets. Gold up a whopping $62. Big day for gold. I had mentioned in my prior videos that we're gonna wake up and see gold up big and oil, and that did materialize yesterday, and that was good for the micro MEP account. So gold up 62. There's no reason we can't blast through 2000 with all geopolitical risk, stagflation, inflation. I mean, you name it. Hard assets will be in play. Feeders down 212 to 249. Cattle down 87 cents to 186. And the hogs are under 70 at 69.52. And we're now trading the December contract. Maybe 67 might be a floor in the hogs. Got to keep a close eye on that. Copper down to 357. No position at copper. Small caps 1727 down 1890. You can see some of the positions I have here. Take a look. Here are the flags: long Bitcoin, long oil, short S&P, long gold and ether. Those are some of the positions that I have in place right now. Nasdaq down 208 to 15106, and Dow Jones down was pretty flat on the day to 33,784. What saved the Dow Jones was that some of the banks reported better numbers, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, and that kept that index, which is heavily weighted by those bigger banks, from free fall. Natural gas got hit down 13 to 320. I did pick up one contract again to trade it. I think I'm down a little bit. I think I got it at 325. I was kind of looking at that mark, and it went down a little bit more. So long some natural gas. Palladium and platinum, 1151 on the palladium. Platinum 887. And I don't trade those products. They do have some volume in that platinum future contract, but I never really mess with it. I don't know what the buying power would be on that. It says it's 4,400. I'm not sure. Silver, really nice day for silver, up to $23 almost at 22.89, up almost $1 on the silver. VIX almost 20, up 245 to 1935. So people were going into the weekend scared. VIX is a scared index, so they were scared. Out of the grains, wheat was up 578, and soybeans and corn pretty stable at 494, and soybeans gave up some of his bigger gains. I think it goes up almost like 40 cents the day before, and the WASD report was pretty bullish for the grains. As you could tell on the tape, they really didn't give back a lot of their gains. So I'll probably be a buyer of these grains on any decent pullbacks. And that, my friends, are the futures. I did do a lot of trades. On the trade front, I probably did, I want to say 100 trades easily. On the tasty trade, let's see here. Activity, and let's go to history, orders. history, filter, filled yesterday. So yeah, here are my orders for yesterday. We can go through them. I opened up a put credit spread in DoorDash for $60 for next week, 73.70. Net, uh, net. I opened up a put credit spread 59.54 for $75. I scalped a futures contract for a little bit of gains. I sold a put credit spread for Avago to go back up for $40. Super microcomputers to go back up for $70. Boeing to go back up for $80. Square to go up, all these are for next week, to go up for $56. Uber, $51. There's a future contract that I scalped for a good little trade. Dollar General, I did an iron condor for it to stay between the 115, 120 call side and 105, 101 put side. Iron condor for $100. Coinbase, I did a broken wing butterfly for $20. Amazon, I did put credit for it to go back up next week for $68. Google, $71 to go back up. All these are for next week. Microsoft, $72, $75 on advanced micro devices. Meta, $75. Apple, $51. Did a broken wing butterfly on Nvidia for $44. Broken wing butterfly on Tesla for $65. IWM for $79. I shorted USO to go back down a little bit for $82. XOP ETF Energy to go back down for $113. XLE, another energy ETF, 70 for it to go down next week. Silver as well, gold as well to go back down. Nasdaq to bounce, $140. Bonds to go, yields to go back up, $55. SPY to go back up, $117. Closed the I think Matrix was worried about that Amazon trade, didn't like it. I made some money. Let's see how much I made on that Amazon trade. Amazon. I think I sold it for 57. So that one's showing the one that I opened. History. No. Orders. Filter. 7 days. I don't know if I'll pull up 7 days. Yeah, I will. So I sold it for 57 and I bought it back for 25. So I made 57 minus 25. Is that $27? 20, no. Let me see. So many numbers become dependent on $32. So I made $32 on that trade, Matrix. And I reopened it for this week for it to bounce back for $68. So that was that trade. And I did do good on those natural gas futures, Doug. And I re-entered. I'm down a little bit on the one that I'm open now. Let's see here. Adobe, I closed out for $40 my spread. I could have waited for it to expire, but I took the risk off. You never know. You're never going to pick tops and bottoms. So, but I made a nice profit during a week in Adobe. Nvidia, I took it off for another credit. Just took off the play for another credit. Roblox closed for profit. Shame on me. I let AMC get me. That was like my only loser this week on the options. AMC got me. I wonder what AMC closed at. It really got me. It closed at 949. I was trying to roll it, but the IV rank, if you can see here, the IV rank is 3. Right here, you see 3. So I did not have a lot of juice to roll it. and I just closed it out. But if I would have waited till the end of the day, I would have probably saved myself some money. That's for sure. But hey, you live and learn. AMC got me. Can't win them all. That's why you need to put a lot of trades on so the probabilities of success play out. Netflix got me, but what I did was I rolled Netflix out till next week, and I got a $138 credit. Groupon closed out for a profit. Davita closed out for a profit. Meta closed out for a profit. Affirm closed out for a profit. Apple closed out for a profit. Actually, you know what? Let me go back to the filter because I'm reading you a lot of extra trades that I shouldn't be reading you. So let's go back. Sorry about that, folks. So Amazon to answer Matrix. So Adobe closed out for a profit. Nvidia another credit to close it out. Closed out Roblox. AMC got me, beat me, and Netflix beat me, but I rolled it for another credit because IV rank should be decent in Netflix. We'll take a look at it. Closed Groupon and Davita for profits. Netflix IV rank is at 41. Take a look at it right here. 41. Right there, 41. So good juice there. And remember, we're coming into the earnings season, folks. So keep that in mind. These are my current positions. I have Avago, Intuitive Surgical, AMD, Dollar General, Netflix, Microsoft, ExxonMobil, Super Microcomputer, Coca-Cola, Dexcom, USO, Apple, XOP, Daily, Pepsi, TLT, which is the bond ETF, Net, Dash, Uber, Amazon, Palantir, Medtronic, Meta, Chevron, Gold, Baxter, Target, Boeing, Coin, Abbott, Nvidia, Google, Tesla, XLE, Energy, ETF, Square, IWM, Silver, Tupperware, Qs, and Spies. All of them probably short term, nothing long term, only long terms. These are all 6-day options, except ExxonMobil, which did rally, and I don't mind being ExxonMobil, being that they're a big oily company, and I know that I'll win on that trade eventually. And I think the IV rank is still juicy in there at a 41. Very good numbers to be selling stuff in there in ExxonMobil. And that's in my Tasty Trade account. Those are my positions. And that's what I have. And just praying for the people in the Middle East. Just quick recap there in the futures. I think we had a new subscriber there, Marissa. Thank you for chiming in and joining and your nice compliment and comment. I don't do any webinars. She had mentioned if I did any webinars. I don't do any webinars. I just chime in on what I see during the day or week in the markets. I recommend that if you want to learn how to trade, and all this is at your own risk. I'm not a financial advisor. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and in the last years I learned I used to do a lot of stocks, but derivatives you can make a lot more with a lot less. So learn your options and futures, folks. Best place to learn them is you can download this app, Tasty Life. Very good app. They have a lot of good material here. You can learn from them. I like to watch them during the day, get ideas. I also watch the financial news. I look at technicals. Here's the Tasty Trade trading app, and this is the Thinkorswim mobile app. You can go over here and go to the Trader TV, and you can watch these here. You can watch the Schwab Network, which they're probably playing some stuff right now.
This may be the most dangerous time the world has seen in decades. I think that put that tone out over the markets when Jamie Dimon said that this morning.
On how to trade, but learn how to do your spreads. I'm trying to close this window. Sorry. Learn how to trade. To learn how to do spreads, and learn your futures. Know how to beta away your portfolio. There are different spreads you could do. Put credit spreads, call credit spreads, broken wing butterflies, iron condors. You can see them here in your option strategies. When you pull up, let's say this is Dollar General. Here is the options table. You can look at it this way, options table, and let's say you want to sell something next week. Boom, you pull up, and these are all the options. The left side is the calls. The right side is the put. Call meaning go up, put meaning go down. Now, I'm not a net buyer of options because options are decaying assets, and you lose money every day, which is theta. So learn your Greeks. Your 4 Greeks are delta, theta, gamma. I forgot the last one. There's gamma, theta, delta, and volatility. I can't remember the last one. Let's see here. 4 delta Greeks. Options, delta, Greeks. I only really worry about let's just put option. I only really worry about theta, which is time decay, and delta. Option Greeks. Four factors. So there's theta, vega, gamma, and delta. There you go. They're right here, folks. Well, let me take a picture. Right here. Delta, gamma, theta, vega. So delta is like if you have 100 shares of a stock, that's 100 deltas. If you sell a spread, and that spread, let's say you do a $5 wide spread, and that spread, for example, has 10 deltas, that means you have pretty much 10 shares of a stock equivalent. That's what that means. Theta is time decay, and those are the ones I really focus on. I don't remember. Vega is volatility, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And gamma, I would have to go into, and I don't remember the breakdown of that. And my measure volatility, not sure. Don't know exactly. I don't remember. If you're really looking into that, I think that you're really overthinking it. That's just my 2 cents. And then the bar chart, the most active options. You could take a look. I always come here. It's part of my mechanics. You want to wake up every morning and have your plan. Know how to beta weight, and know your different option strategies. Know how to look if the options are expensive or cheap. For example, Tesla and Nvidia IV ranks are not that high. Tesla 19, Nvidia 10. Apple has a good IV rank, 36. Amazon great IV rank, 46. Meta 50. Based on this, you always want to compare. So what I do is I compare here. I like to look at this one here, for example. Meta has 50. Tasty, let's go to Tasty. And you can go over here and go Meta. And this tells you if the options are expensive. See, here it says it's 33 IV rank. So decent, but not 50. I like to look at that, and I also like to look and see what Ameritrade may say. So let's go to watch list. We're gonna go over here. Go to Meta. We're waiting on it to pull up options. So see, this one has 56. So bar chart and TD might be right compared to Tasty. So always do your due diligence. But you can see that you get mechanical, and you look and see what you want to do maybe for next week. I've been experimenting a lot with the weekly options, and it's been going pretty good. I can't complain. And the movement's much faster because it's less duration. Theta's really working for you as it accelerates. The sweet spot is really 45 days. That's what the research says. But you have to wait for them to move. when you sell those contracts. You have to wait. It just doesn't happen as quickly, let's say, as a 7-day spread. So Nvidia was down 14. I bet they will get a bounce next week. And then what I'll try and do is buy back that spread that I sold, for example. So let's just say, for example, Tesla, Nvidia. I looked at them yesterday and I did trades on them for next week. So let's go into the Tasty trade and I'll show you what I did. So activity. So in Tesla, which was the most active option, I did, but the IV rank is not that high. So what did I do? I did a broken wing butterfly in them. So let's see. I sold the 242. So let's let me see if I could do similar. And then this is just showing you here on the table, but we're gonna go over here and we're gonna select. Let's take a look at it on the curve, which is a better illustration. So this is what I did. This is my exact trade with the probability of profit. Well, it doesn't give you a pop here. I wish it did. Maybe it's because the market's closed, so it's not giving you a pop. But that's my trade there. So next week, if Tesla falls down from 251 to 242 and a half, there's many ways I can make money on this trade. Either Tesla doesn't go down and I keep the credit I collected, or Tesla can come down here to 242 and I can make another profit here at the 242 mark if it comes down here. And that's our broken wing butterfly. Broken wing butterflies work on low IV rank. It works in any pretty much any IV environment. So the next one I did was which one was the second most active? Nvidia, let's say. Nvidia, I think I did another broken wing butterfly in Nvidia because I don't think the IV was that high. Correct. So I no, this is the one I closed. Let's see here. Nvidia, I did a $45 broken wing butterfly on Nvidia. Apple had an IV of 36. So what I did was, for Apple to bounce back next week, I sold the 175, 170 for a 51-cent credit. And you see, this one shows me the pop. Probability of profit here is 74%. I know you say, oh wow, he's only collecting $51 and he's risking $449. But I have a probability of profit of 74%. And my goal is to buy it back for half, $25, let's say, but you do that over 10 trades and you make $250 in a day. And that's what I try and focus on. And Apple closed at 178.85. So that's my strategy as I go down the bar chart, and I've been doing a lot more of the weekly stuff. I'm not opposed to do a 45-day out. I mean, I move when I roll out. Like, for example, I did roll out ExxonMobil, which was up big, and I rolled it out right here, 45 days to the 110, because I feel comfortable with that stock. Can roll it out for more time and more credit if you like. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video on the recap on the stock market, the futures, my trades of the week, and I hope you grab some knowledge and some know-how out of this video. That's what it's here for. Thank you for all the subscribers. If you can help me with the channel with the likes, if you like the video, I would appreciate that. And thank you for all the new subscribers and all the comments below that you guys put there. Love the dialogue. And have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.